I'm at Drives and Controls 2014 for the launch of PlantStruxure PES, and I'm talking to Jez Palmer, Business Development Manager at Schneider Electric. Jez, can you tell us a little bit about PlantStruxure, and then tell us how PlantStruxure PES fits into that architecture?
Yes, certainly. So, about 4 years ago now, maybe 5 years ago, we introduced PlantStruxure to the market. PlantStruxure really just describes a framework for an integrated automation environment. And when it was introduced originally, it was focused around just PLC, or typically PLC SCADA type architectures. What it describes is field through control, through supervision, up to the management information system type layers. And really it means that we will, if you put together a PlantStruxure solution, you get interoperability between all of the different components. It's built around Ethernet networks, Ethernet architectures, solid foundation for proven technologies, etc. So what we've done over the last 12 to 18 months is expand PlantStruxure further, and we've introduced 2 more automation architectures into it. So PlantStruxure today encompasses telemetry. And what differentiates telemetry from a traditional PLC SCADA is that telemetry is over a much wider distance or area, such as used in the water industry or oil and gas and petrochem type environments. And it's really communications, not so much petrochem actually, but oil and gas pipeline. It's where you generally will have non-permanent communications, and you'll have simple low-cost devices out in the field, like pumping station, reservoir monitoring, that type of stuff. And you might only want to communicate back to the telemetry SCADA system, every half hour or maybe even twice a day, very infrequently. So telemetry just describes an architecture that's over a wider area with non-permanent communications. So that was introduced into PlantStruxure, and then so that gave us telemetry and PLC SCADA type architectures. And then more recently we've launched PES, Process Expert System, which is effectively a DCS type solution. So that means now that PlantStruxure covers telemetry, traditional PLC SCADA and DCS type applications.
So what does it mean when you say you're bringing together the best of PLC SCADA and DCS?
That's an interesting question again. So, PLC SCADA type architectures give you a lot of flexibility. They give you the flexibility to choose from different vendors. You will be guaranteed, these days anyway, pretty much interoperability. So if you sourced an instrument from manufacturer or vendor A, and you wanted to connect it to vendor C's controller, then you generally do it over one of the recognised fieldless networks or over Ethernet these days, which is where we're going. But you get interoperability, but it doesn't mean you necessarily get true integration. And by that I mean object libraries, pre-built, pre-provided, that enable you to get information from that device very simply, very easily, almost to the point of a plug-and-play type solution.
Right.
Okay. It means that as a software guy, you don't have to you build all of the code necessary to talk to the instrument. That's what we mean by true interoperability.